Hey everyone, this is Chala, CEO and founder of the Repositioning Expert. I'm coming to you on a Tuesday tea time with Chala, and I have just washed my hair in this heat, and it is not a pretty sight. It is just like out of control. I haven't really been able to style it, but this is as good as it gets for now. This is what's happening in the humidity, and it's too hot for a tea. So I'm not sponsored, but I am drinking this. Look at how like I am glowing. Whether it's good or not, I'm glowing because I'm so hot and because it takes like a village to dry this hair. This is like serious Turkish hair. It's actually curly, but I straighten it all the time because I can't take the curls. So anyway, you guys, today it's going to be all about mindset. Today is about how I create my wealth. I'm going to share with you all the secrets and pleasures of how I get my mindset around it. For those of you who are new to the group, welcome. I hope you're going to be using some of this knowledge that I give you usually at around 3:30 Eastern every Tuesday. Whatever either my clients are struggling with at that time or what I'm focusing on at that time, it's usually the topic, and I hope it's some value. So let me start with how I create my wealth using my mindset. So the first thing that I do is I have a, and yours doesn't have to look like this, but I have a journal. So it's do not worry, be happy. And what I do in it is I write and write and write and write about how I want my future to be, what I want my goals to be. And I pretend that it is the future and that I've achieved the goal. And there's a couple of things that I do. So one of the tricks that I've been using lately is based on this book from Amanda Francis, and she's a little bit profane. She's a millennial, so she's allowed. Her book is called Rich as You Know What. And so one of the exercises in it that I really loved, that I actually share with my clients, and I'll share it with you here, is answer these following questions. So, what is your desired outcome? So, then write down what the desired outcome is. The second question is, if that was absolutely true, how would you feel? And then the next question is, how does life work for you right now? So, write down, pretend that the thing that you really want has happened, and how does life work for you right now? And by the way, as I'm speaking, I think my hair is getting bigger. Maybe that's just me. I don't know. I feel like I'm getting lost in my hair. I always have, by the way. Number four is if I knew that what I wanted was going to be here, how would you feel? And then the next one is if you already had what you wanted, what would you choose to do? So these are all to get you into the mindset and mind frame of already having, to get you into the emotions of already having what you want. Number six is, what is your joy now? So focus on what are some of the good things that are happening today. So that's one way. So that is one way. Another way is I have a gratitude journal. So the gratitude journal literally takes you through 10 different ways and 10 different things that you're grateful for every single day. Now, this was based on a book called The Gift, and it was by Rhonda Byrne. And she's one of the Secret. She's the writer and founder of The Secret, that movie and the book. So she created this system where you literally wake up maybe 20 minutes early every day so that you can create this gratitude journal. And in it, literally, you have to be grateful. You have to find 10 new things to be grateful for every single day. And I went through that book with my coach, and I did it for like 2 years. And honestly, the year that I did it was 2019, and it was like I had the highest sales record of any of my years in business to that date, and it was 7 years I was into the business. So now I just do it more ad hoc whenever I feel that I want to focus on more growth. And of course, I'm always grateful for the clients that I have. I'm always grateful for the money I already have, all the things that I've bought with the money that I have. And I'm grateful for so much. So the whole idea, you guys, of this mindset for wealth or for getting anything at all is you cannot create when you're down and out. You can't create out of misery. You can't get there from, you can't get to where you want from being in a sort of deficit of emotion. You have to find something, anything at all, whether it's big or small, or if you feel that it's insignificant, you find something, anything that makes you happy, and you just focus on that. And it's all about emotion. So here's another, and I read so much about mindset. I have had so many mindset coaches. So this one I actually took you guys through. This is the focus wheel. And it's by, there's a book called The Law of Attraction. And in fact, it has so many different books, so many iterations. You can even go to the lawofattraction.com. It has a website. So I learned this from the authors who are Abraham Hicks, and just look into them. It's a very funky kind of situation, but I love their message. I love their message. So it's this woman who's channeling a group of spirits who are wise and who are telling us how to live our lives and how to attain manifestation. So the messenger is may take some getting used to for you. I don't mind. I'm very woo-woo, but it's the message that I use with my clients, and they don't necessarily have to even know where it comes from. But what it is you make this wheel, and you could download this empty, like as a sheet from the lawofattraction.com, and you put in the middle what you want that is not true right now. So for example, at the beginning of COVID, I feel secure regarding my finances in the middle. So it's what you want, but it's not true right now. So put that in the middle, and around it, you are writing different true statements that will get you to the middle. So how do I get back to the feeling of security? So you write statements around your finances and the topic, and in my case, my business, more and more that are positive, but have something to do with the middle. So let me tell you, and I have a whole Tuesday tea time dedicated to this. So some of the things that I had written was, I can let my desires in. I see evidence of the universe yielding to me. These are all my beliefs. These are things that I came up with. I have tons of fun on my trainings and coaching. The answer to how to get to 7 figures come from outside me, and I don't have to worry. COVID's been treating me well. I love not traveling so often. I'm so secure in my home with my partner and child. Things are always working out for me. I adore what I do and how I do it. I love manifesting, cooperating with the universe, and I've created financial wows many times before. So I go on and soothe myself and remind myself, so that the middle actually feels realistic, that I do feel secure regarding my finances. So I really recommend this. They actually take you through many, many examples of how to do it and so on. So let me tell you about another teacher that I use in terms of manifesting and wealth creation. So I follow the work of Dr. Joe Dispenza. In fact, there was a whole group of us that got together, that we found each other in Toronto, and we actually were getting together on a regular basis. And we all read Dr. Joe Dispenza's books, and we do his meditations. And no, it's not a cult, and he is not a guru. He's simply a neuroscientist. And what he teaches is he teaches how to control and regulate your brain neurons, your neurons firing. So what he claims is that your brain is wiring and firing When it fires a lot in the same way, it's wiring, which means it becomes permanent, which explains a lot of addictions. It explains thought patterns and beliefs and similar things you keep doing over and over again. And so, what some of the things that we talk about with my clients around belief is, what are some of the limiting beliefs that you keep thinking over and over again, because they've wired in your brain, they have literally become like very strong. So how do you break those wires is to introduce new and positive thoughts, similar to what I'm doing every time I do these things, is that it's bringing up the chemical of that thought, because every time you think a thought, a chemical is released in your body, which causes a hormone to be released, which causes an emotion. So he's teaching us in his meditations to get down to the slow down your brain waves so that it's suggestible. Because, for example, the theta waves are where your subconscious is open and you're suggestible to any new visualization or anything new, any new data that you want to input in there. So the new data that we input based on his guided, commanded meditation is the visualization of having what you want. So you guys, it's all about visualizing what you want. And so many studies have been done about visualization. So this is what Dr. Joe Dispenza teaches, is he teaches you to meditate so that you calm your thoughts, because we're thinking like 10,000 things at the same time. I think it's 10,000 thoughts a day. And basically 90% of them are the same thoughts, which is really scary. So what he's teaching us is, through calming the mind and then introducing a new visualization of the thing that you want, he's introducing new thought patterns, new wiring, and he's introducing hopefully new results, because when you believe differently, you do differently. And that's what my clients and I work on. That's what I work on constantly. You guys know that normally I have a set of dollar bills behind my desk, and I got that, based on my coach's suggestion at the beginning of COVID last year, when I lost all my income. And I've been so blessed that, just as I was saying last week, that I had like a record month in June, which after COVID is unheard of. And it was a record even, during for compared to the whole 9 years. So I'm just so blessed and happy. I have funny hair, but never mind. So I hope some of these tips are helpful to you in terms of your mindset. It is always your mindset. No matter, look at your bank account, look at how many clients you have, look at the state of your business. It's all because of mindset. There is nothing that you're doing, saying, differently or thinking differently, but you are thinking differently. So there's nothing really that's special about the people who are having 10 times more money, success, clients. It's not about the how, it's about the what you're being and who you're being. So I learned that. In the old days, I used to think that, oh my God, if the sales are down, I have to get down really hard and hit the phones really hard. I have to get behind and call every single old client I used to have and get them to move and get to buy again. I have to have another, sales campaign. I have to do something, right? It was always do. And what I've learned is all to try to manipulate my feelings, energy, and manifestations. So it's always to elevate how I feel. And in order to do that, especially when things are hard, I have to stop my natural thoughts. And the thing that I'm learning is, the hardest thing for human beings is to stop looking at what's happening in front of them right now, and instead to keep looking ahead to what's coming, and to look in positive expectation when something negative is happening, especially with respect to that same topic. So that is the thing that I am a lifetime learning, to try to break that cycle of trying to keep my eye in the future instead of in the now, because the now is a manifestation of your past energy, of your past, feelings, of your past emotions, and everything is moving forward. So as long as you can look forward, as long as you can be positive and in positive expectation and in happy expectation instead of fear, doubt, all those negative things, then you can create. But you cannot create anything good out of fear and doubt and trepidation. So be confident, be bold, be happy, and be strong. Trust in the future. Okay, guys, I hope that was good. You withstood my hair. I'm going back to do something to this because I can't live like this. So hopefully next Tuesday tea time, my hair will be better. All the best, everyone.